Hello and welcome back to Tomba. Last time we were cleaning up in the pipe area, doing the bombs and stuff, and also gonna brave the worst minigame in the game, so not excited for that, but this is what we've got on our plates. I was going to get the last seed of strength off screen, but I forgot there was more cutscenes
This is great. It's so light.
or dialogue, and I don't want to miss any of the dialogue.
This trolley might let us hoist the cement. Let's give it a try.
This minigame is actually really difficult, so I don't know how I can't really make promises as to how much this is going to, how long this is going to take, how well I'm going to be able to do it, but let's try. Again, just shoving the 12-year-old straight into the workforce, because that's how they did it back in the day. Okay, I have no idea about the time goal. I'm assuming it's like 110. He may have said it, but I wasn't paying attention. Also, because this trolley is much lighter, it flies off way easier. Just look at that speed. Okay. We are safe. These adults just shoving this kid onto this trolley and be like, just pretend you're Sonic the Hedgehog. Because I'm carting around at probably not the speed of sound, but definitely at a speed that a 12-year-old should not be going. Thankfully, it's on a rail. Unfortunately, though, this rail is segmented everywhere. Okay, I think I'm doing a good job, but... Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! I cannot believe that first try. I'm so glad that I managed that, because other than the seed of strength, which I will do off screen, I don't have to come back to this minigame, because there are playthroughs where I do it like this, just dashing through, and there are playthroughs where I take like 10 attempts.
Great. Hey, you beat the time limit. I thought you boys could do it. Here, take this.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure you didn't just have an army of 12-year-olds.
Keep practicing.
Yeah, keep practicing. Keep doing my job for free. I'm sure he didn't just have a conveniently placed army of 12-year-olds to take my place when I inevitably crash and die. Because that's how they get you in coal mining town. They start you out really young, and if you survive, you become a full-fledged miner. What? Wages? Earning a living so you can buy food? Meh! Whatever you find in the mud is what you eat. Bet that most of them just eat the mud because of Pika. Okay. Got one more tedious thing to do before we can progress to the next town. And we forgot to fill our buckets, but that's... You know what? Yeah. When I'm off screen, I'll probably just fill the buckets again. Okay, I already have 4 steaks, so we don't really need to do that. This is the same as the dried fish, so I'm just going to bust through it. Tomba just really likes the sandwiches. The reason why I do all of them in my inventory is because I don't like items just sitting in my inventory when they can be used. I just prefer to get rid of all of them. So yeah, we're just gonna get all the steak sandwiches, and The only thing left is the hash sandwich, if I'm not mistaken, and that's an ingredient that we can't yet collect, so we're gonna have to come back here. Also, for the record, when we get the other keys to open the chests, I might just skip the treasure hunt until we get 2 of them to save time. Especially because there are methods of fast travel that are not consumable, but they're locked behind certain events, and some of them can be in certain containers. So I would rather just make sure that we have one of them at the ready. Sort in our inventory, because I don't like messy things. You can sort it alphabetically or by blue versus red. I much prefer the blue because, you know. Okay, so last time, when I was recording, something happened and the screen recorder just stopped. So we lost like 13 minutes of progress, but it's okay. I had my backup save for that reason.
Looking all over for it.
We actually managed to get the Seed of Strength in that time, so I'm happy about that.
Finally do the repairs.
I also got an extra hot water bucket, and we're back here. And I'll be more attentive to the screen recorder, because this is the first time that this has happened.
All fixed up. Tabby should be back any minute now.
Again, I don't know how you did not notice that giant rail falling off of your body. She's invisible!
Hey, wait a minute.
What's wrong?
Tabby
Of course she is. She's non-corporeal. If you believe hard enough, she's there in your heart. She's here. She's everywhere. Ooh, a goth pig purse. Interesting.
Control yourself. Tell me what happened.
Pigs to Tabby!
What if Tabby is a pig?
They tried to steal her pendant. She wouldn't give it up.
Euphemism, question mark?
She fought them for a stupid necklace?
You're a stupid necklace.
That stupid necklace was a gift from Tomba long ago. She treasured it.
Probably made of gold, because as previously established in the other game, the pigs are after gold because that's the source of their power. Here's Tabby. She's transcended this mortal flesh.
Who are you?
She is now
Where's
a ball
Tabby?
of light, existing in the spiritual realm.
Tabby's just fine. Don't worry about her.
Just send your prayers and happiness to Tabby, and she will reward you
Better to just forget about her.
with that sweet punishment.
Gran, what was that?
An angel!
I haven't the slightest idea. It took that pig bag, so it must be the evil pigs.
Evil pigs?
That's right. They appeared a little while ago on this continent, and they've cursed the entire land. There's even a spell on this mine. I have something that can break
It just ends up being a
but I don't know how
pig-shaped
to use
dildo.
It's a big bag for the flame pig.
They color-coded
Legend has
the
it,
pig bags a
where a
little
spell is
better,
cast, you
and
can
also
find a
each
pig
of
bag.
them seems to be elemental.
And if you have a pig bag,
In the
it reveals
first
their
game,
hiding
the
place.
green pig was fire, for example, and in this one it's the red pig, which is a little bit more appropriate.
Will we be able to get to the Kajara Ranch?
You're not going, are you?
Nah, Tabby will be fine. She'll just party with the pigs for all
I
eternity.
understand. Well,
It just pans to them
Well, at least take this to
taking
help you
small
on your
bites out of
journey.
her body.
it may be our only hope. Yep.
That would be a disturbing twist. The pigs just consume human flesh. That's why they're such a threat. Specifically of the underage! Okay, there's one more thing to do here, but first let's see if Granny and his grandson Mole have something to say.
Hey, did you know? Rare life forms are hidden all over the place. There are people at the Kujara Ranch who like
Like
to
the
collect such
anemones?
things.
The ones that we eradicated? Just Tomba mercilessly sending the species into extinction.
You can ride this trolley anytime you wish.
Sir,
There
are
should
you
be some
talking
people
about the
in town
trolley
who
or are you
know
talking about
these evil
something
pigs.
else?
Talk to them before you go.
Talk is cheap. I want some action. Bring your hammers. We have strength in numbers. We're gonna go into that previously empty house, find a surprise. He's just praying.
Please, help me.
I just saw you like 2 seconds ago.
I'm weak.
Also, if you were struggling that much, there are plenty of townspeople. Why did you go into this abandoned house? I feel like this situation was very much set up. Also, if you try to give him the basic bananas, he will reject it and be like, I want something else! Very picky for someone who's starving.
That was a lifesaver.
He does the same thing in the first
really
game where you find him in the
owed you
jungle,
one,
but he's like, oh no, I'm too good for bananas. Do you have something liquid? And you have to make banana juice.
Come to think of it, I have something you can use.
I betcha Kynan gave him this to give to Tomba, and he was just like, how can I take advantage?
Now, let's go get Tabby.
But I thought you were Tabby!
Let's go.
My heart is broken! You've been eluding me all this time! Okay, to the next area. We've already spent too much time in this area considering the recording crashed, so I'm just really excited to move on. The timing is also going to be different, so I have to pay extra attention. Let's talk to this human-looking squirrel!
Hi, I haven't seen you around here before. This is the Kujara Ranch, or at least it used to be. It's just cold land now because of the evil
Alright,
pigs.
so the evil pigs turned this into a
So
winter
now
wonderland.
I'm living in the Kujara shed at the summit. You'll freeze if you just stand there.
You're saying
I love that
but
she's
you're
saying
okay?
that, but you have to stand there to talk to her.
Look,
Look, I'm only half
these
human.
are blind squirrel clothes made from the fur of the Kujara on this
They're made
ranch.
from live
It's
Kujara. They
really
just
warm.
skin them so that it retains its warmth.
Oh, but this is my favorite, so I won't
And of course
give it
you
to
won't. It would be very awkward if you just stripped down to your undergarments right here and just froze to death for Tomba's sake. When did she give you
Do you
her
guys know
name?
about
I do
the
not
fire
recall
hammer?
her introducing herself as Ima.
Fire hammer? Tomba has a regular hammer.
I do like the variety of
A
weapons in this
regular
game.
one won't do. You can go ask Coma about the details.
Isn't Coma the name of the pigs?
She should be
Suspicious.
near the piece of ice that you climb up ahead. And be careful, it's slippery on the snow.
So she did just give us a bunch of useful hints there. You will freeze in place if you just stand here. And also, there are a lot of grippable, I don't know, pillars that if you try to traverse them, you will slide off. Ice pig! I can't traverse that yet, for example. We shall invade its habitat with shouting and yelling. Just do nothing about the problem, just try to intimidate it. And then if that doesn't work, run away! Okay, let's talk to you.
I saw it, that chimney covered with snow. I saw Santa Claus go into it. Really, I saw it.
Girl, you're just hallucinating from the hypothermia. Get into a warm place! So we're just gonna do this now. I have no means of actually doing anything about that, but I just wanted to show what happens. Ooh. So, like the first game where you collect the leaf butterflies, there are the snow fireflies here. You just walk around and they show up. And there will be another place.
This isn't good. What? Oh, sorry. I was just busy thinking.
Is anything wrong? You seem to be troubled.
Oh, I guess
Just
you overheard.
Santa
Well,
plopped
it's
into the
really
plot.
Embarrassing.
Who's gonna copyright that?
I seem to have lost my big sack somewhere around here.
Ooh, Santa's big sack. I say you should drop them
It's
so
very
we can
important that I have
inspect.
this. If I don't, I can't do
I
my
can't
job.
do my job without the big sack. How are we gonna create a new generation of children for me to gift things to? Sir, have you checked your undergarments? Okay. A journal! Let's look inside! Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, oh my god! The horror! Who would do such a thing? I wonder who this belongs to. We must immediately report it to the cops. Okay, apple. Jumping the gun a bit. Peaches! So many peaches in this game. Let's talk to this suspicious looking man. Sir, how are you not freezing to death?
Cold. Cold. It's cold when you don't have flying squirrel clothes.
What are you doing?
Hey, kid.
No.
Playing a little
No,
game?
stranger danger. Stay away from this adult.
What do you mean?
First thing he says, he calls you a kid and then he's like, let's play a
Actually,
game.
I have hidden my journal somewhere on this ranch.
It details the horrible things that I've done.
No, I don't think you'll find it. But if you do find it, I'll give you something good.
Something good just being like a special candy to make him go to sleep. You just read the journal and it details how he has taken other kids just like this one and just cut them into little pieces and hid them in chests.
Rat, I was so sure you wouldn't find it.
And now no one will ever find
haven't
you.
read it. You haven't read inside, have
You haven't told anybody. Surely you
Then you
have
shouldn't
gone
hide
to
it.
the cops.
Oh, well. A promise is a promise.
He just hands you a severed
Here,
arm.
Take this.
It's the key to the basement.
It's a key for a treasure chest.
He just bonks you on the head
That's
when
right.
you get there.
It's a green key for opening green treasure chests. Well, I don't really care about it, so don't worry about it. In fact, there's a green treasure chest right over there.
Would you like
Why
to
don't you
see
go
my
try
trophies
it,
from my hunts?
Well, I'm cold, so I'm going to get going.
I bet in that bag is just a collection of parts that he plans to make the perfect little boy from perfect discarded parts from other unsuspecting young victims. And in these chests are the spare parts that he didn't use. A big sack! I wonder what's inside! Just another whole-ass child. I swear, everything in this game screams child snatcher. So, presumably, Santa, here is your
What
sack.
am I going to do?
Why is it
What?
screaming?
Kid, that bag.
I found it nearby.
Oh, so it was around here. Well, thank you. You
Just goes
really
around
saved
dressed
me.
as Santa, snatching the kids and putting them in the sack, to then subsequently put them in the fire! Because Santa wants a
I
snack.
can finally get on my way. Oh my, it's all frozen.
Part of the... Don't you just love this part of the Santa lore? Where he carries around a fire hammer and goes around on a pig sleigh. Pig sleigh.
Really saved me.
Oh my god,
Thanks.
what if the evil pigs are the
Oh,
reindeer
here,
in this
let me
universe?
give you this.
Santa is actually the ultimate evil pig.
This is called a fire hammer. As you can see, it's a hammer that has the power of fire.
And now he gets on his sleigh and takes the child into the night, never to be seen again.
When you leave from this chimney and climb the ladder,
Probably one of the squirrel sisters.
there should be a big piece of ice you can test the hammer out on. Be careful though, a big freeze pig might
Sir,
be
how do you
hiding
know
inside.
this? Getting more sus by the second!
Well, I should get going.
This child
Look at
ain't gonna
me
bake
again.
itself.
You have good eyes, little boy. Okay.
And you, sir, don't seem to have eyes. Sus!
He just flew away. I wonder who he is.
I wonder. I bet he's the one that cursed the ranch. Oh no! It's flying away!
Santa Claus, he flew away. Will he go to my place too?
Oh, he sure will. And then that will be the end of you. Oh, whoops. Let's break that block of ice before we do anything else. Okay, I'm doing things seemingly a bit slower than I did last time, so I apologize. This episode might run a little bit longer than usual, but at least we recovered that progress. That's what's most important.
Huh? Oh, you have a fire hammer.
Would you like to see it? Oh no, she's on fire!
Did you melt the ice that's in the way? Climb past that, and there's a lift that goes
Did
to
you
the
do this
summit.
thing that I need you to do so I can go home? Because that's all you're good for. We don't want to do it. We're too cold. Okay. Well, we made up that lost progress, so that's what matters. So I will see you guys on the next one.